And shall we now welcome a guest into the studio? We do it every single day and get a little picture of someone's life. And the variety always absolutely blows me away of the wonderful people that we've got here in the West Mids. And today it is the turn of Tonia Dunn. She's from Boldmere and she runs, well, she's into fitness big time, shall we say that? Runs Live Yourself Better. We're going to hear about that as well. Lots of other chapters to her life. She's a mum of 5 for a start, which must keep you busy, Tonia, on its own.
They do keep me busy, yes.
How old are they? What's the age range?
3 to 16.
That is, wow.
Is
Did you just keep thinking, oh, I'm just gonna keep going?
Well, I always wanted a big family, so I guess so, yes.
You know, when people say that, because I'm fascinated by it, because I think, yeah, but did you know how big? Were you someone who was always like, I'm going to have 5 children, or was it as you kept going that it was circumstances? You're like, oh,
look,
I'm
honestly,
another one.
I did used to watch the Waltons. I don't know if that's connected in any way, but I just love that Goodnight John Boy stuff. I mean, it's not reality, but hey,
it must be hard work. Hard work, but good fun.
Yeah.
5 children.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. What's the ratio of boys to girls as well?
3 boys to 2 girls.
Okay, and so they all get on, do they?
They get on in different ways at different times.
Yeah, well, that's beautiful, and that's what it's going to be throughout their whole lives. You know, there's always someone else to go to, but also it's always a ready-made party.
Well, that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up with one sister. Just want to shout out to my sister Helena.
Hello, Helena. Where did you grow up, Tonia?
We grew up in Wild Green.
So you've not gone too far away?
Well, actually, yes, I have.
Okay, so
you're
you're back somewhere that's fairly nearby, but you've been to lots of other places in between.
I feel like I've been, to use a phrase, all around the Wrekin, and then come back again. But yeah, I grew up in Wild Green and very happy memories. Went to Wild Green Primary, which used to be called Wild Green Combined.
Mm-hmm. So what's the difference between you and your sister?
2 years, 2 months.
Okay, so you're quite close in age. Did you get on?
Well, our dad used to look at us and when we were having an argument, and he used to say, you look at each other in the eye because you're looking at who will be your best friend one day.
Oh.
And I remember feeling slightly annoyed by it at the time because we were in the middle of trying to have an argument, but she is.
And he was right.
He was right.
Dad was right.
Yeah, I mean, very happy memories of playing together. We did get along. But obviously we had our moments. But yeah, absolutely love her to bits.
And I know that you've got very happy memories of living in that area and Sutton Park, which I really only recently come to because I've always lived in South Birmingham. And obviously I've been a couple of times. But this year I've been exploring it more with a friend who loves it and lives near there. And it is unbelievable, isn't it, Sutton Park? Sutton
Park is absolutely amazing. And I think growing up, I didn't really appreciate what we had on our doorstep. We were always out there though on our bikes. I mean, we used to go from a fairly youngish age having maps, knowing our way around. There was Keeper's Pool, the Lido. That was absolutely a brilliant way to spend.
I'm really sad there's no Lido now. I love a bit of swimming outside.
You know, when I moved, I love outside swimming too.
Yeah, we're going to get onto that.
But
we've got that in common.
When I moved, I was away from Birmingham for 14 years. So I lived in the southeast, then the southwest, and came back. And I went for a walk in Sutton Park. And it was at Keeper's Pool. And I think I was with my mum and my uncle. I said, where's it gone? Is this the right? And it was just that moment of I could see it there, but it wasn't there. I think they should bring it back, personally.
Yeah, well, maybe we should start a campaign because I'd love to have a Lido, a proper outdoor Lido back in the area. We've got Joy, which is a bit different, but, you know, and it's out of our immediate area. So I'm with you. Let's start
a campaign.
Let's start the campaign, Tonia. It says here you went to grammar school, but you actually left after 3 weeks.
That's correct. Yes, I did. I started out my secondary school career at grammar school and it just wasn't for me.
Why? Because you're quite young to know that. What, 11?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I think it was quite a difficult time in my own life. You know, my parents separated, but that's not the reason why that was difficult going to grammar school. I just didn't feel like it was the right environment for me to thrive, and it turned out to be a good call. I don't know how I knew that.
It's quite mature. It's quite mature to know that at that age.
Yeah, I mean, I started secondary school in year 8. So the year 7, actually, they started, I believe, the same year as us when it started to be a year 7 intake.
So you were a bit old. You were 12, were you?
Yeah. So I was a little bit older, but still.
But then you went on to Thrive. You didn't know what you wanted to do though in school.
This was the thing that used to get me. I never knew. I wanted to be a TV researcher, and I got a bit of an eye roll from the careers advisor. What's that? And remember, this is in the days before people could just Google something. I explained to her what it was, and her response was, I have to go away and get a photocopy sheet for you. And so I got a sheet. And then I wanted to go into law, wanted to be a lawyer, did my work experience at a legal practice in Birmingham city centre. But then that kind of changed my mind.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't for you.
No,
you knew that as well.
I knew it wasn't for me. I really enjoyed it. I got a lot out of it, but it wasn't for me. And so actually I didn't know what I wanted to do. It was frustrating. So I went for the A-levels of English, Maths and Arts. And then I took a couple of years out before going to uni. I actually worked as a croupier in a casino.
That must be fun.
That was excellent. I was dealing blackjack, American roulette and stud poker.
Whereabouts?
Well, it was Stacky's, but I walked past it this morning on the way out of the train station. It's now Grosvenor.
Yes.
So,
yeah. It's still a casino.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't know it was called Stacky's. That's brilliant as well. So you've done loads of stuff. I know you worked in pharmaceuticals then. So you went and had like that kind of professional job.
Yeah.
And you always, though, were interested in health, right? Fitness, well-being and nutrition.
Absolutely. I mean, when I worked in Big Pharma, I worked in medical nutrition, and that helped to reinforce the interest. But I always really enjoyed PE at school and being active. I had childhood asthma, which used to hold me back a little bit. I was at the back on the long-distance runs. But it was something that when a close relative died a few years ago, and it made me...
Was that sudden, young?
Young, yeah.
Do you want to say any more, or is it a bit too much?
My cousin. So yeah, and I reevaluated my life and thought about the things that I could do differently. And
I think you do that when you hit 40.
There was that as well.
That's what I've been feeling like, very much like, right, I need to get a bit healthier.
It does hit you. I mean, my cousin couldn't have done anything. Like, there was nothing that she could have done. But,
how old was she?
I think 38.
Oh, it's so young.
I think so.
So young, so sad.
Got that.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss. And it puts things in perspective and it brings things home, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And coming up to being 40 and thinking, well, you know what, I'm grateful I'm here, and what can I do? How can I live differently? And I actually started doing these mud runs, these obstacle course mud runs. So whereas I'd been at the back of the cross country, it was really not a good plan for me to be doing this.
It's quite extreme to go from nothing to mud run. I mean, but obviously you enjoy it, and that started you on a journey of setting up your own business. Tell us about Live Yourself Better. So
I really felt that after many years of seeing how the diet and fitness industry can impact people in a negative way, and people feeling like, I'll start the diet on Monday, and that includes me to an extent. I mean, I lost 2 stone before retraining as a personal trainer. But I felt, what about if we don't focus on physique, aesthetics and the number on the scales? How about if we focus on lifestyle fitness and health metrics and how it makes you feel? Exactly. And so that's the approach that I decided to take with Live Yourself Better. And that's what I take with my own life, because do you know what? I love food.
Me too.
I'm not giving things.
And it's trying to balance it. It's trying to balance that, and I find that hard. And I know at the moment this is like too heavy. Got to lose some weight, but it's about that. You don't want to be in a cycle of it being negative. You want it to be a positive thing. And it's just getting into routine for me. But I love swimming, and it's like outdoor swimming particularly. So it's finding a way to keep doing that. So we've got to do that together.
You can come with me, Kath.
I'll come with
me, because it's down at open water swimming in Kingsbury. We'll get in there. It'll be under 10 degrees soon.
I've done that one, and one year I did all the way down to freezing. So I have done winter swimming.
Oh, Kath, should we do it?
Shall we?
Yeah.
Is anyone listening? Yeah, everyone's listening still. It's fine. But yeah, we should do that. You sound like you're loving it. You're enjoying life. You're busy, and it sounds like you're happier than you've ever been. Really,
I am. I feel like I'm really living life now, and doing the things that I want to do. And if you want to find out more, you can find my website. It's liveyoubetter.biz, LIVEU better.biz, and it's got all my social medias and everything on there. So.
Brilliant. It's lovely to meet you. 5 children, you better go. I'm sure you've got something to do.
Inevitably, yes.
Inevitably, there's always something to do. Tonia, it was lovely to meet you. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you, Kath. You take care. We'll go swimming soon, yeah?
Take care.